Hey folks, it's Leah. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be reacting to another sort of snippet of the series called Supersize versus Super Skinny. This clip is called Superskinny Lucy Tries to Eat Supersize Meal. Say that 10 times fast. So I haven't seen this before. This is a fresh reaction. I have not seen this video. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's give it a try. I'm so unprofessional. My phone just went off while I was recording.
Supersizer Leighton and Superskinny Lucy are about to embark on a 5-day diet swap.
I don't like these. The way that they do the sort of down and up the body and they put them in their underwear, I really don't like that.
It's the first dinner and a healthy stir-fry for Leighton, while Lucy gets a Chinese takeaway: sweet and sour chicken balls, egg-fried rice, spring roll, barbecued ribs, sesame prawn toast, and chips.
How are you feeling?
You know, I thought it would be really easy to just throw it down, but I suppose when you're used to eating such a small amount with a small stomach, to try and then, yeah.
It's so hard to eat when you're used to eating a small amount and have such a small stomach. That feels like she's throwing a bit of shade there. I don't know, Lucy. I don't know that I love that.
Eating Leighton's calorie-laden diet is a real challenge for Lucy, as she's kept her diet so tightly controlled for so long. But I need her to embrace the concept of the diet swap, so she realises that she can eat more and that it's going to do her good.
What? Oh boy! I am fired up! Oh, this is a perfect example of the world that we live in and what I've been talking about this entire time. She's being praised for eating this same meal that he's being shamed for. Like, is the meal good or is it not? Is the meal healthy or is it not? Because when he eats it, it's unhealthy. When she eats it, it's healthy. It's fine. It's good for her. Jeez. Oh my God.
It's not long before it all gets too much for Lucy.
You're doing really well.
Is she crying?
Quite sick. I've had enough.
Honestly, I think you're doing really, really well. But the hardest part of that was watching Lucy struggle. It made me feel, a little bit guilty, I suppose, to think that, I put her through that and made her feel that way.
Sorry, who put her through that? Sorry, no. Okay. These, meal swaps are the idea of the showmaker. But it's not his fault. He's like, I feel, really guilty for putting her through that. You didn't decide that she had to eat what you normally eat and you have to eat what she... that's the showrunner who decides that. And, they made this premise exactly to be inflammatory, right? They're trying to get ratings. This is absurd. I'm sorry, but here's this poor man being like, oh, I really feel like a sack of shit for, my food not sitting well with this totally other person who didn't choose it. Of course it doesn't. She didn't choose that food. Everybody eats a little different. Oh, I feel bad for that guy.
It's just grease. Just all it was in my mouth. Swimming is just a coat of grease.
I don't feel good for her either. She's obviously not doing well. She feels really upset. She's she says she's feeling sick. That's fine. But also, there is a very clear reason they're doing this, and it's because these TV producers want to make a TV show. So, let's put the blame where that blame squarely falls.
I wouldn't feed that to my worst enemy.
So, I don't think that comment about how greasy it was necessary. I think that's unnecessarily judgy, especially because it seems like she's sitting at the table where the guy was sitting right across from her saying that. So, that's not nice either.
But after a good night's sleep, Lucy seems happier to tackle a Leighton-style breakfast: chocolate and cola. Leighton isn't so keen on being given, gruel.
I have to say that was
Go on, be honest with me.
rather boring.
I'd have rather had that.
And that chocolate pie.
I did eat it though, which is better than last night's attempt.
That's true, actually, got an empty plate. I think I feel angry to the point where I've got a headache with it. So not just sort of stomach cramps, but I've got a little sort of mild headache, whether that's from the lack of food. You know, I'm feeling quite tired and starting to feel a little bit miserable now.
I want to point out an editing thing. This is to do with how they put together the clips that they have filmed of the participants in this show, and things like the way they cut, the way they add music, the way that they do the pacing, all of this stuff. When Lucy, the thin girl, when she's eating this meal and she's like, oh my God, I'm like incredibly sick. It's like, what does she say? It feels like grease is swimming in my mouth. Like my whole mouth is coated in grease and like all this stuff. She's like, I can't do it. I think at one point she was crying. Like she's just like super upset. And there's this like very somber, like practically death march music playing. And like, it's really like played up and really like emphasized how much she's suffering. And then they go over to the fat guy and he's like, yeah, so like I'm actually feeling kind of like lightheaded. I have a headache. I'm really not feeling very well because I am so hungry that like I actually don't feel well. And the way they cut it and the music they use and everything is like very very flat, very like the music is actually kind of like it reminds me of what they would put behind some kind of generic advertisement or something, just like basic, like soothing, but kind of upbeat music. And it's like very clear that we're not meant to empathize with him. We're not meant to sympathize with him at all, because there's none of this editing and music and stuff that's like, dun, 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 look at this poor skinny girl suffering. And then the fat guy's like, yeah, I feel really unwell also. And it's like, da, 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 this like perky sort of normal music. Like we're not even supposed to give a crap. Like this is an editing choice, right? Like, these are two sides of the same coin, but one of them is clearly valid to them and the other one is not. And I think it's worth pointing that out.
And later on, he falls fast asleep on the sofa. Lethargy, breathlessness, and loud snoring can be a side effect of extreme obesity.
You know, I bet if you asked him, what is the cause of your lethargy right now? He would be like, definitely my obesity. No, he wouldn't. He would say, I haven't eaten. That's what is causing me to be lethargic. I haven't eaten. I'm tired, okay? I don't have any energy because there's no food going in my body. Oh my God. So yeah, the editing in this is really interesting. It's very clear who is supposed to get your sympathy and who is not supposed to get your sympathy. And not surprisingly, the fat person is not supposed to get your sympathy. Boy, this is what I would normally call same shit, different day. Honestly, like just this is what we're used to in media about fat people, unfortunately. So anyway, that is me responding to Superskinny Lucy tries to eat supersized meal from the Supersize versus Superskinny series, I guess. It's like a series that they do in the UK. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that was fun. If you could subscribe, that would be great. And we could maybe work on the fact that apparently like 85% of you aren't subscribed. If you're enjoying it, you should subscribe. You should watch some more. It'll be fun. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.